All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages. Today, our objective is to be able to divide a 3-digit number by a 1-digit number. We have our problem set up right over here. 402 divided by 6. This number over here, 402, is called the dividend because if you look at it, this kind of looks like a diving board. And whenever you dive, you want to dive into the deep end of the pool. So this is called the dividend. And the number over here is called the divisor. Our answer will be called our quotient. Now, I have some steps to ensure that we get this problem right over here. Here are all of our steps that we're going to learn for division. The sentence that you have to remember is, does McDonald's serve cheeseburgers? The answer is yes, it does. So if you can remember, does McDonald's serve cheeseburgers? You can get this problem right. The D stands for divide. The M stands for multiply. The S stands for subtract. The cheese, the C, is for compare. And the burgers is for bring down. If I remember these steps, I can get every single division problem correct. So here's my problem over here. I'm just going to write down the letters to make sure that I don't leave any out. So I'm going to write D, M, S, C, B. Those are my steps I'm going to take. So over here, I have my 6. And I have to say, divide. The 6 go into, I start with just the 4. How many 6s are there in the number 4? Well, there are none. 4's not big enough. So I put a 0 here. And I move on to the next number, which is 40. I take these two numbers together now. 6 goes into 40. How many times? I hope you said 6. Here we go. 6. 6 times 6 is 36. So I did my division. 6 goes into 40 6 times. Check. I did my multiplication. 6 times this 6, the divisor 6, is 36. Cool. So far, so good. Now I need to subtract. That's the S. 40 minus 36, have to borrow. 10 minus 6 is 4. 3 minus 3 is 0. So I subtracted. Cool. This is the most important step, and this is the step that most students want to skip. It's called compare. Is the answer to your subtraction problem, the 4, smaller than your divisor, the 6? Is it smaller? Yes, it is. Then you're in business. What kind of business? The cheeseburger business. So you can continue. Compare is good. Bring down that 2. Did I bring down? Now I start all over again. I go back up to the top. Right here. And my eyes have to be here. I have to have my eyes here. 6 and 42. So, how many 6s are there in the number 42? The answer is 7. Divide. Check. Now I multiply. I multiply just the 7 times the 6. 7 times 6 is 42. Did my multiplication. Next up is subtraction. 42 minus 42 is 0. Check. Compare. Is 0 smaller than 6? Check. Bring down. Is there anything left to bring down? No. I have no remainder. I have a 0 here. Yes. Awesome. That means that I have the right answer. We're going to do one more problem. And let's see if you can remember the steps. Here we go. My new problem is 649 divided by 8. Now, first thing I need to do is write down all my steps. Does McDonald's serve cheeseburgers? And the answer is yes, it does. So, I'm going to start over here. How many times can 8 fit into the number 6? How many 8s are there in 6? None. Can't fit any. So now I need to get this whole number 64. How many 8s are in 64? The answer is 8. Check. Now I multiply. This 8 times my divisor, 8, is 64. Sweet. Check. Subtract. 64 minus 64, that's easy. 0. Compare. Is 0 smaller than 8? Yes. Bring down. Here comes my 9. Check. Now I go back to the top again. Right here. This is where my eyes need to be in the right spot again. I should be at the 9 and the 8. I should be looking here. 8 goes into 9. One time. Check. 1 times 8 is 8. Check. 9 minus 8 is 1. So I did my subtraction. Check. Don't forget, is 1 smaller than 8? Check. Bring down. Nothing left to bring down. Check. My answer is 81. So that is how we multiply. That is how we divide a 3-digit number and a 1-digit number. Good luck. Can't wait to see you in class.